Let's take a look at the chart action for Ethereum. Okay, so here's what we're looking at. We're on the 1 hour time frame right now. I don't really usually like looking at the 1 hour, but we can see some good detail. Let's go ahead and delete everything. The main thing I'm looking at is we have support right here and support right here. We are trending up, but kind of like Bitcoin, the volume is kind of declining. So I'm kind of skeptical on if we're going to keep moving up or if we're going to break this trend line and move down. If we do move down, I'll be looking at this bottom down here, probably around 2,179 to start. Let's see if we could bounce right there. If it goes down, the thing is, we are trending up like I was talking about. So until we break this trend line going to the downside, the next spots I'll be looking at are the resistance levels. So the first one we got is something like this guy right here, or these, we have actually two spots right there. So let's go ahead and do a trend line, something like this. Actually, let's go ahead and do a horizontal line so we could just get that straight line, something like that. The next spot that I'll be looking at is 2,541. If we can break this line going to the upside and continue this momentum, then we can get a little more confident that we might be heading up to something like these areas. The top right here is around 2,800 and around 2,900, excuse me, and then this spot right here is around 3,260, 3,270, somewhere around there. So in general, we are trending up, but we do have some resistance that we have to be aware of that might give us some resistance and we might push us down. The other thing we want to be aware of is that the volume's not really, there's not a lot of green volume popping up as we are trending up. This volume is trending down. So it's possible that this is going to break to the downside and we might have to look at the previous support levels. In general, the other thing I've been looking at is if we delete everything and look at the daily time frame, I've been looking at some bigger downtrends. Let's go to the daily time frame. And if we zoom in, we have a trend line, something like this right here. We have resistance, 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 giving me this trend line, something like that until we break this trend line going to the upside. Then I'm assuming it's going to give us trouble. It seems like we have a big area right here. I've been kind of curious if we're going to get maybe some volatility, maybe do something like that. I've been kind of waiting for a bounce as well. So, because we've had this nice little green candle, I'm kind of curious if we're going to get a bounce or if we're going to continue to head lower. What I was going to say though is until we break this trend line going to the upside, the other thing I've been watching are the previous support levels right here and right here. This next one is around 1780. This is the level that I've been watching until we can break up like that. Like I said, it's possible we get some volatility right now. So it's possible we do something like this. Not like that, like this, and get some bounces. I don't know. It just depends. Right now we are getting support and we are trending up. So let's see if we can hold this support. Let's see how long we can keep this momentum moving to the upside. And in general, let's see how long, let's do a horizontal line at this kind of bottom. Let's see how long we could even hold this support right here, because technically we are kind of forming this little, almost like a diamond pattern. I think it's I think a diamond pattern is a reversal pattern as well. So it's something like this, and then we had something like this. I don't know, something like that, if you kind of follow me. So I don't know, it's possible we have some sort of like little diamond and we could probably target from the top to the bottom of this if we break this going to the upside or the downside. The downside almost looks like a flag pattern, but let me look that up real quick. Okay, so I just looked up diamond trading pattern on Google, and here's what it looks like. So it basically is saying that we could get a diamond pattern at the top, and if we get it at the top, it's mostly likely a breakout to the bottom. But if we get a diamond pattern at the bottom, it's most likely a breakout to the top. So this is kind of interesting in general. Like I said, it's possible if we break this little pattern right here going to the upside, then we can maybe target from the top to the bottom of this diamond for starters. I think it's a reversal pattern in general. So let's see if we could break to the upside. I'm not really sure. Like I said, in general, though, the volume is looking low, but I have been kind of expecting a bounce. So I'm kind of undecided right now. In general, we are trending down. I still am looking at this bottom down here until we break to the upside. But I also think that it's possible that we get some volatility. Let me go back and zoom in. I also think it's possible that we get some volatility and maybe do something like this where we find a bottom maybe somewhere right here, or if we have to go a little bit lower and find the bottom a little bit lower. Not quite sure. Right now it does look like we're holding support and it does look pretty decent. The other things I wanted to check out is the Ethereum to Bitcoin chart. Let's check that out right now. Okay, so we're looking at Ethereum to Bitcoin chart, and basically if this chart is moving up, it's good for Ethereum, and if this chart is moving down, it's good for Bitcoin. And right now it does look like the chart is trending to the downside. It did break this trend line we have right here. We had support. This is the daily time frame, so it's pretty significant. I was watching this trend line and we did get a breakout. The things I'm watching right now are, let's go ahead and just delete everything and I'll show you what I'm focusing on. We have resistance right here, resistance right here. Let's do a downtrend, something like this. And then we had resistance. Let's do another downtrend right here. So until we break these downtrends going to the upside, then I'm assuming that we're coming down to the previous support levels at least. In general, like I said, we did have this trend line like this and we are breaking it. So I'm kind of looking at this spot maybe down here possibly. It does look like we're getting maybe a little bounce right now. Let's go jump into the 4-hour time frame and do some more investigation. In general, on the bigger time frame, we are trending down. Let's see how long we do trend down or if we do get a bigger break. In general, this chart is saying that Bitcoin's been outperforming Ethereum in this little time period right here. But in this bigger time period, Ethereum has been outperforming Bitcoin. But I'm just saying this could be the possibility of a trend reversal or maybe just a little retracement where Ethereum might come down to here. We're already getting pretty close to there. So I don't know, just something to keep in mind and something to watch. But right now we're looking at the 4-hour time frame, and I mean, I guess you can argue we have resistance. Let's do a trend line, and maybe we could watch something like this. We could even pretty much delete everything and just kind of focus on, if we really want to just focus on a smaller time period, then we could do something like this. And we are getting a little bit of support right now, which could be good for Ethereum. If we break this trend line, then I'm assuming that Ethereum will probably get a nice little pump, and probably the altcoins in general, because this one's like kind of the king of the altcoins. But yeah, in general, we are trending down, and I think once we do break these trend lines going to the upside, it'll be better for Ethereum. But right now it is trending down, so it's good for Bitcoin. Okay, so let's jump back over to Ethereum. All right, so this diamond pattern looks pretty interesting. Let me know what you guys think about this diamond pattern. The other thing is, I'm kind of bullish on the 4-hour time frame. We do have this uptrend right here, or the smaller time frame, should I say? But on the bigger time frame, I am kind of bearish still, and I am kind of looking at this target down here. Let me know what you guys think though. All right, if you guys like this video, hit that thumbs up button. If you guys are new to trading, check out this video right here. It's a trading strategies video on when I buy and when I sell crypto. If you guys have any questions or want to chat about crypto, go check out my Discord. I'll leave a link in the comments. All right, I'll see you guys in the next one.